Another day, another people will be outraged, but soon they'll forget. Until the next tragedy. We all share some responsibility, and it's time we confront it. Instead of comparing ourselves to the US or Europe, we should focus on making our own home safer. The statistics can't be trusted. Too many cases are covered up, and even more go unreported because our society seems the victim instead of the perpetrator. These crimes are so common that only the most horrifying incidents get noticed. One such horrific incident happened on August 9, 2024 at Arjikar Medical College and Hospital in Kolkata, where a 31-year-old postgraduate trainee doctor was found dead in a seminar room. But you know what's the worst part? Is that the chief minister, along with the police and the college principal, tried to cover up the case by destroying evidence. It was alleged that the CM tried to contact the victim's family immediately after the incident, offering them money which the family refused. The victim family was first told that their daughter had committed suicide, and they weren't even allowed to see their daughter. But when the investigation revealed it was rape and murder, a wave of protests erupted, demanding justice. The chief minister even tried to shift the blame by saying that rape happens because girls and boys interact too freely now. Like seriously, so should we build two India, one for men and another for women? It's sad that people might stop their daughters from becoming a doctor. It's unfortunate, but might become true. People also say that what difference do social media awareness and protests make? Well, it definitely helped in the investigation, I'm sure. And it will also further help in teaching youngsters to raise their voices and to know that rape is not a good thing. It's a simple common sense that it's not a good thing, but still people find it hard to comprehend. Like marital rapes happen in this country and it's not even considered a crime. Can you believe it? Like marriage is not a certificate to rape someone. It should be considered a crime. One of the biggest reasons for this is lack of sex education. It might not seem like such a big deal, but teaching your kids about what consent is gonna have a significant difference. Children learn what they see, so try to create a positive environment for your kids so that they can grow up to be a better person. Like I see people teaching young children not to cry or else they'll be called girls. We use girls or women as an insult. So what will it teach to those young kids? That women are inferior than us and they don't deserve respect? Don't forget that you are your mother's son or daughter. Your mother gave you more time than your dad. I know women are physically weaker than men, but strength isn't just about lifting some weights. It's about who is braver. A mother will protect her child from the danger no matter how strong the danger is. That's strength. You may be physically stronger than your parents too, but will you go around bullying them and making them feel they're weak? Same goes with disabled people. They are also somehow weak, but you don't go around teasing them for their disability unless you are a stupid person. People still blame victims for rape, but they don't know that it isn't their fault. It can't be. Unlike murder, where the victim might have some beef with the culprit, or it can even be some sort of accident. But rape is no accident. Have you ever heard that someone got killed for wearing shorts or because they smiled back or they were good looking? No, right? But rape can happen for these pathetic reasons. So what can victim do to avoid it? It's just not their fault. As women who dress modestly and even kids, so stop putting the blame on victims. Wanting freedom, looking beautiful or just smiling can be the reason for this heinous act. Yes, the victim can take precaution, but most of the time it's useless. The victim saw Ajikar as her second home, so how can anyone be sure what to do to take precaution? I mean, even kids are not safe. Also, in majority of cases, the culprit is someone close to the victim. So do you really think that preventing our women's freedom is the right choice? Blaming their clothes is also the most derogatory thing ever, because no matter what she wears, what she does, if she says no, that means no. If she would have asked for it, that wouldn't have been called rape. Why is it hard to understand? No means no. Consent is like saying yes, and if the woman isn't saying yes, then how can it be consensual? How can that woman have asked for it? This doesn't even make any sense. Isn't it weird that we are number one in this world in terms of population, and yet we can't talk about sex? We see sex as something horrible, yet India has more than 1 billion people. Most kids learn about sex from porn, and it's clearly not the best source of sex education. In fact, it is again one of the biggest reasons for increased rape cases. Won't believe me? See this. And this recent incident also involves the culprit being a porn addict. People watch in porn that women are merely a tool for their pleasure, and that when they say no, that means yes. Porn makes our brain pervy and also makes us see women not as human beings. It is so much of a big issue that it would need another video of its own. Now for the solution, I already talked about the basic ones, but I have an idea which might change things a lot. How about we build a system, an app or something that links with our phone, and whenever we are in danger, it can send a message to the nearest police station, or if possible, alert the people around with pop-up notification or something. Look, I'm no software engineer, but there's something similar which already exists. I think it's called Amber Alert in the US, I guess. If I would have the required amount and resources, I would have definitely worked on this idea. But I think government's involvement is required for this. And we should also increase patrolling 24/7. Taxes are increased, so increase the security and services as well. Now I know there might be challenges like privacy concerns, false alarms or something, but I think it's possible to tackle these challenges. I have one sincere request to all the men watching this. If you truly consider yourself a good man, avoid bringing up the not all men argument. When a woman is surrounded by men who have hurt her, that's the last thing she needs to hear. Instead, offer comfort and make her feel safe. She'll recognize your goodness through your actions, so there's no need to argue about it. This video really took a lot of my mental health, as I'm sensitive to these things. But after I was almost done with this video, I watched Dhruv Rathi's video on this topic, although that video was copied. So that made me hopeless. And why is that? Because of rape culture. Like, internet is filled with these people. I think I should make another video on this topic. I know this video isn't that good to share because I'm still learning, but I would still ask you to share it, or if you don't, then share whichever well written video you find on this topic. But just share it. Spread awareness so people know that what's the root cause of this. I think the best video you can share on this topic would be Riya Upreti videos. The Dhruv Rathi one is blatantly the copied one from that video, so I wouldn't suggest that. So goodbye and take care, you guys.